Hey guys, welcome to my channel. In this video I'm gonna share with you some news. Also I'm gonna share with you some of my analysis. There is no investment advice. They're all my personal thought, personal analysis. So let's move on because we passed through pretty huge weekend. There was some attack from Iran to Middle East. I do say Middle East because they're supposed to fight between Israel and Iran, and of course behind of it America, but it's jumped all of the Middle East cause Iran attacks to American bases. That's why wherever it has, they just throw some missiles and it cause bigger fight. That's it. So what's going on? First of all, I will start with economic calendar. I know this is not that much important for your side, but this is also important for crypto because I'm here for crypto. That's why I need to say this, that we will continue with news. So today we will see, I'll make it short. Today we will see PMI. We will see two PMI data. We need to see them. It might affect market if they came positively. So, in weekend in the Iranian attack and Israel attack, we got a news that's coming that after US-Israel attacks. Yes, guys, we heard it, and first night of the Iran. How can I say about it? What can I say about it? It was just too fast. First day. And how Iran speaks about their power, like they will bring end of the world, some things like that. Okay, I understand you are in war and you are trying to stand to something else, but first day, you got my point. Of course, this is bad for Iran because it can internal conflict. But so far, I can say about market because it would affect not bad. Because I'll tell you when United States, when they fight goes well, then we don't see anything market. But if it's be opposite, if let's say Iran really hit the United States, or they hit the main warship in the Hormuz, then we can see some huge drops in markets. So far, those type of things not affecting market. It might affect petrol, it might affect gas as opposite side as a rise, but to be honest, crypto was surprisingly good. It's done it very well. So let's see how it's gonna work. And yesterday also he talked a lot, and he must talk because he is also inside of it. He told that strikes to continue in Iran until objectives achieved, says Trump. I mean, he told here, where is it? It's important part. Trump called on Iranian military and police to surrender for full immunity or face certain death. He offered people who is stop fighting and making collaboration with him, he will give full immunity. And this is another part when they will face with internal conflicts. So in crypto, fear and greed index continues its downward trends. Is this a buying opportunity? Here are the details. It says, but no need the details. I will explain you. And I just opened the last shape of this index. As you see, it's on 15. We see lower, to be honest. A 15 is still can be okay, especially if you consider last 2 months. It says extremely fear. The things, guys, if we would see some things on side of Iran, like they win, they made some nice strategy, I don't know, anything else, then I would think I would scare about market. But so far we got nothing on that side. That's why we didn't even see much drops in market. That's why I didn't wanted to make another video on weekend. Is that an opportunity? Whenever it's dropped the lowest, does not mean it's opportunity. You need to combine it with market, to combine it with news. But the things, it looks like the war, like the hard part is already over. So, and unfortunately I don't think so on a chance side of Iran, if they not, instead of it, I'm telling, if they not attack to US ship, US warship, the main ones, or like just turn the back all the way, get win on it, which I don't think so. So that's why I don't see any problem. Yes, Trump says it might take 4 weeks, but it's not just because of war. This, like, when your country inside of war, nobody can ask you question about Epstein and something else. That's why it's best for him, so he can postpone it as much as he can. That's why, yeah, it would take 1 month. That's okay, that's still okay, but the things we're not gonna see same like first 2 days, actual first days. And that's why I might consider it as a opportunity to make investment. When you making long term, especially long term, you can get around here, you can sell around here, that's it, like easy trade. Also, if here Bitcoin on 66k right now, here 59, let's say, here 52 max, I don't think so it can make lower than it. And this is worse scenario, worse. And actually I was made 2 side of decision, and it was one of worst scenario. Also it was on my chart, I'll show you after a few minutes, but it didn't happen, so I'm not thinking it's gonna happen anymore. That's why no need to be afraid. Whatever happened, it's happened, it's done. To be honest, I was not like expecting that how can I say, that kind of war. But the things, Iran starts straight away with no strategy. They just throw the missiles somewhere else, like not make sense. I can say that I'm not telling anything to citizen, not to government, anything else. I'm just making market analysis, but I'm telling that if you have no strategy, no logic in a war, so it's cannot predictable. That's why that's okay. I said I do consider as a positive, but whenever I give position, I said you this is very risky cause of weekend. So, and that's why we are using stop loss. In market we can serve with the waves. That's okay. So let's start on charts. So I told you 2 odds, it might drop down and rise straight away. This is the positive scenario that I told you Friday, if there is no any war stuff. And this is the other scenario, it might drop here. And I told you that if it cannot rise over here, it will drop down sharply. But it didn't happen. When it came here, even it didn't came here, as you see it came here, it's made some reversal. So let's just delete this one, and as you see it's made rise. Now the good things I do see here, one low and one higher low, for God's sake, one higher low. Yes, and it's looks like positive, to be honest. And I can say that when it's make like narrowing, when it's walking on narrowing channel, price gets skewed. That time I can know that when it's rise up, it can break up this 2.9 trillion strongly. That's why it's positive signs. It still have some place, still go there, let's say 6%. And as you see guys, it might work like a flag. If I would able to make it this, I will show you. So let's say this is a flag, it's like that, and it's coming exactly 2.4. So if we see break up on this, can I change this shape? 1 second. If we can see some break up on this level on total market cap, we will see rise till 2.4, and it will bring us Greenland, but not the country. I'm not Trump. So in gold, as usual, when there's a war, it always gives. That's why I told you just continue. Let's just delete this one, and it's give very good. I just wanna close it, just make it narrow. That's it. Now I can expect a rise till here, but it might make correction, and to be honest guys, I do expect opposite. Maybe it can rise there with weeks, but I do expect some reversal, some drop on gold, because war does not go as Iran wants. That's why it's not affecting anything. And as you see, normally if there is huge stuff, really Bitcoin will rise 5%. I'm sorry, gold will rise 5%. Of course not. So that's why it might give us, where is it? I will give you as a box. By the way, let me just delete them to take space. I will give you as a box, but this is very small area, but you can even take this area with 5x. Let's make it 3 whatsoever. So with 5x you can consider bad. Just if you wanna open with 5x, you need to know that you need to open with trigger, and this is a box, it's for pro traders, so they know what to do. That's why I'm not gonna explain it, because it can make with weeks straight away and drop down. That's why. When did I put this? I don't remember. And silver. If I didn't close this, it would give higher, but that's okay, we still earn on it. And let's just move here. I do expect more rise on silver, to be honest, but right now I'm not gonna give any position, because after it's very close to 98, after it can make reversal. When it's made reversal, this is big, that's why we can take another position. But let's wait to see direction, because I do see some weeks over there, that's why it's safer to it. So Bitcoin. So guys, if you remember, I told you that if it drop down, it can drop down till 62. If it rise, and if it cannot hold over there, I do still say this, by the way, it will drop down sharply 56. But to be honest, I don't need to say this anymore, because I see some candle which is closing over it like many more time. That's why we can even delete it. And it was my positive scenario with that war. It didn't happen, but the things, guys, you need to understand this. Bitcoin didn't drop that hard. Didn't drop. When war start, as you see, it's just drop. $7, 9%, something like that. This is nothing in market, believe me. And the things, Bitcoin didn't drop surprised. It's still walking inside of this channel. See, dropping, rising, drop, rise. And there's a good things. Bitcoin also make higher low, and this is a good signal as well. So soon we can see soon we can see some rise till 71. Then you know that, as I always says, it's need to break up 71.500. So far I do expect on Bitcoin some things, maybe one more, and that. So let's see. Also, instead of this channel, yes, it worked very well, but we can change it now. 66 is important area. I want to also make this thicker because it's also important reversal point for Bitcoin. Guys, Bitcoin also makes triangles, as you see, and that's why I told you this higher low are good. Maximum, let's even make this maximum. We can see this maximum, then we will see some break up. That what I'm thinking, cause when price getting narrows and squeezing, after a while it will break on some direction. It will break up or it will break down. So basically, if Bitcoin can stand out on 66k, we will see good market. We might see, like, bigger odds break up. But if it cannot hodl over 66, that's why I told you it's important, we might see at first 65, 62, then for God's sake 56. But I wanna think, when I say this, you might be, you always wanna think positive, but I don't see anything market right now. Okay, there was a war 2 days, like nothing happened. Even Bitcoin, as you see, it's dropped down 7%, so it's not some things that big. And when war starts, that time we do see big drops in market. When it started, did we see? No. So that's okay. After a while, it's not gonna affect anymore, instead of these two things that I told you. Because if you remember, in Ukraine and Russia war, that day, first day, gosh, market dropped like, deadly. After, market collect itself in 1 week. And now, first 2 days, we didn't even drop. That's why, what's gonna happen for rest days? That's why it looks positive. But of course, this is Trump, this is world, made things sudden. That's why always we are using stop loss. That's it. We are making trades on highest possible way. That's it, guys. There is no sure things, but the thing's good when you are making highest possible trade. That always works. Ethereum. Ethereum. When I gave you this one box for Pro Trader, it's already give like 4.6%, like more than half of the box. And when you make trade on box, you make half at first. That's why it's good. But I'm not gonna give anything to Ethereum yet. It's also make some other triangle, and it's pretty obvious. Like everything's make triangle because market will decide this direction. So let's wait. So no need to keep that in there anymore. It's getting narrowing. Let's see. BNB. In BNB, when did I give this? Yeah, I gave it when it was here, I remember. But the things after it dropped, it didn't enter anyway, just delete it. Yes, it would make some nice rise. I know it's good. It can give this channel as previous one, but Even I do see some flag over here, but I no need for BNB so far. That's okay. And this is, I told you, this is might make double bottom, or it can use same like flag, and it's preferred flag. But this is Bitcoin Cash, nobody can know, because it's always make opposite. If it would, you know, make rise to use this double bottom, it wouldn't be a surprise to me, to be honest. That's why, okay, I will not give anything. There is small short, but it's just 2%, not valuable. So in short, in Sol, unfortunately it stopped. But if you remember, when I told you this, I told you it's very risky, I told you. Yeah, it was here. That's okay. It was lower leverage, just one. That's why we need to just wait for a while. It's make, I also told you that if there is no war in good scenario, it's make this rise. That's why we make trade on good scenario. But also the second way is, it was this. That's why this is work, but that's okay. It's also make higher low, and I still say, as always, it's not safe before the 92. When it's 92, when it's break up this line, that time I will see good things about Sol, cause it's, as I told you, in bad market it would work like flag, bearish flag, and it can make us very sad. But the things, it's working on the good channel right now. It make nice movement, because it's make higher low. If it can break up this level 92, then I will know that Solana will rise till 110. Yes, like that. But so far no need to make anything, because as you see, we are middle of the channel. Middle. If it make long, it might, you know, reversal. If it make short, it might make same as well. That's why it's risky. Our risk is equal. That's why it's not make sense. When your risk makes lower than, you know, your profit, your target, then it makes sense. Right now it's not make sense. That's why just skip it. In XRP, it make me so angry, because I was waiting this is for a long time. Who the hell are you, XRP? And you're standing over there. But that's okay, no problem. It's just, you know, very low, and I told you. Yes. So far on XRP, actually I do see some rise. It might give, where is this area, but am I gonna take, don't think so. I will make market XLM, just keep it. And this is it's just made me, okay, I will be very fair. Do you see this? Do you see this is just, you know, gosh, 1000 to 0.30, for God's sake. Anyway, the things I was expecting from Zach when, you know, there's a war, all the whale, and, you know, people gonna bring their money to keep safe in Zach, but this didn't happen. But that's okay. By the way, the video became 30 minutes. I need to finish ASAP. So I am not making anything on Zeg so far. We had 3 win. One is 17. Sorry, this is not win yet. It will, no worry. 6 and 29. We have 36% earn and one stop. That's okay. And one stop is how many percentage is it? 2.4. Not even important. So yes, I did this position to make this video shorter, but it's already being allowed. Anyway, this is what I do expect. Bitget coin, and I do expect some things on river, but the things, 1 second, but the things, it must come. Do you see these wicks? Explode them, then I do make it, and I will remain this here because after I'm not gonna count this as a win with accident, I mean. So Pippin is not gives anything, and I'm not gonna make anything on it. So guys, as you see, I gave this when we were here, so I do say this is a success. But now I bring here another position. I do think so it would come. You can also enter when it's dropped. That's okay, it will drop again. Just the things. Oh, the short was for this. Yeah, I remember. So like that. What is SP? I didn't give you, sorry. H bar. We got a little bit from here, but that's okay. It's my long-term position. So guys, let's see what Bitcoin, what market will decide. I don't think so bad things for long, but the things, we will see Fed pretty soon. I think around 14 March or something like that. I don't remember the exact right now. The bad things when Trump used a lot of money just for nothing for this war. It would affect inflation in United States, and it would make lower this interest cut odds. It would make affect badly. That's why I cannot think positive on the side, on the upside. Like I cannot think positive straightly, but it might change. That's okay. So let's just focus what we can get it. Okay, we will see some direction. We will see rise, we will open long. If we will see drop, we will open a short. That's it. That's okay for now. Of course we would expect good things on Fed, but if it's happened, that time we can consider what to do. So far, let's focus front days. So guys, that's all. I hope you like the video. If you have any question, don't hesitate to ask in the comment. I would love to reply you. So I'll see you tomorrow. Let's wake up with better day.